This is the Guadalupe River that flows through here, and the great thing about it, I'm sitting here on August 12th, and it is hot in Texas, especially central Texas this time of year. And you jump in the water and it is so cold. This water is coming off the bottom of a dam, a reservoir upstream from us, and it is great. People come out here and float. There's huge trees. If you can see maybe back over my shoulder back here, there's big trees back there, and people have got ropes swing out over the water. It's not very deep, but right here off the side, maybe 2.5 feet is all. And then as you get further out in the river, I'll get up to maybe chest height in the water, but it's just cold and refreshing on a hot day. And guys, I love that. We're over here visiting my sister. Cynthia and Steve had on right now. They cooked us a big breakfast this morning. It was great, and we're gonna go out and nap a little bit and come back for smash burgers tonight. So that'll be good, you bet. Hey guys, we're about to get off on a trip. We're headed down to New Braunfels. We're going to meet a lot of our family down there, kind of an end of summer thing. We're going to go to Slitterbahn. That's always a lot of fun. My daughter and her husband are coming. My oldest daughter and her family can't make it. We'll miss them. But my son, before he goes back off to his last year of law school, will be there, and my sister and brother-in-law, and they've got a big fifth wheel, and they're cooking breakfast for us tomorrow morning, so that'll be a lot of fun. Now here's the deal, guys. We have no RV. We sold ours. You might remember from a few episodes ago, we were selling Seymour. Seymour was our Monaco and motorhome, and Seymour sold in 5 days. That's it, 5 days. Off the market and gone. So we're in between motorhomes. We've got our eye on something, so we'll keep you updated and we'll show you. We'll do a little filming, so we're pretty excited about that, hoping it's all going to work out. And we'll take you on a shopping tour of the one that we kind of focused in on soon. But New Braunfels, here we go. Let's get in the car and go. Okay, so here's the shocker about traveling in a car rather than your RV is we had to pack. We're not used to packing. We haven't packed in a long time. So we had to get out the suitcases from underneath the staircase, blow the dust off, and start packing up. And I'm just not used to that. So here's the deal. We got to get all this into the car now. And the bigger deal is that means my wife has to pack too. Yeah, she does.
This place on the corner is really cool. River Road Ice House, and boy, they got Dunham Brooks and Neil McCoy coming, and that's quite something. It looks like the band is setting up right now and have stadium seating. So what a fun place to check out as you enter further parts of the hill country, and you can now start seeing the beautiful hillside as you turn on this road. And up and down this, there are a ton of different camping spots, along with tube rentals. All of that is really easily accessible.
So one of the great things about camping down on the Guadalupe River here outside of New Braunfels, this river goes from New Braunfels and heads on down toward Canyon Lake near San Antonio, and in this area the hills come down really tight around the river, and the thing that does, it affords you shade in the morning and then also again shade in the afternoons along the river. And then during the sun, when the sun's straight over the river during that short portion of the day, you still have shade on the very sides of the river, and of course that cold water that we continuously talk about. But it makes such a difference, and it's just a beautiful place out here. You can see at this bridge how nice this is, and people are just out swimming, rafting. They're really enjoying themselves. It's a lot of fun. Good place to go.
Absolutely. We love this place. Great retreat area. And now we are turning down more along the Guadalupe River, and there's more campgrounds tucked in here. You can see that there's even some Spanish moss hanging from the trees, which is just absolutely beautiful. But people are camping in tents out here, They have a lot of the pop-ups. Sometimes they even put them in the river, and there's picnic tables. All of these spots would be spots you would get reserved ahead of time, but I mean, they are just right on top of the river. One thing to keep in mind is when you camp in this area, because of the close proximity to the Guadalupe, they won't have the dump stations. So a lot of the times they'll just have dumping at the campground that you can go and dump there, but you won't have the full sewer hookups just because the campsites are just right there on the river.
Yeah, like the one my sister and brother-in-law at, they have water, they have 30 amp, they have 50 amp. They just don't have sewer at their campsite. But again, like Linda said, you just drive up right up to the top of the campsite and there is a dump station. And that's the way most of them work here.
Yeah, like, isn't that river just gorgeous? Guys, with the trees, I'm just loving it. This is definitely a childhood memory for me because we would always run up to Guadalupe, go to Camp Warnicki where we would jump into the freezing water and go down the chute, or Schlitterbahn, and we're going to be going with family tomorrow to Schlitterbahn. If y'all haven't done that, that is a blast. And oh wow, there's the cliffs. Oh, that is so pretty. The cliffs along the Guadalupe, and it is really majestic.
That's one of the reasons I was talking about all the changes in some of these cliffs, and the hills come in real tight around the river here, and so it makes not only a pretty place, but I don't know, I just love shade.
I do too.
Maybe that's the old guy in me, but that's just how it is. I like the shade, guys. I like the cool.
What a beautiful drive down. It is so pretty in here. And it's really just a best kept secret. It's a real tucked away spot. This is really where the locals go to hang out. And I like, wherever I'm traveling, is I like to go to the local spots and see what the locals are up to. And a lot of these sites, you can get a spot like right here. You can pay $10 to just pull up your car and have a river day pass. $10 day passes. I mean, how cool is that? You know, you don't have to pay for these expensive parks if you don't want to. You can just, and they have music, they've got drinks, all kinds of things, but there's just a lot going on down here, but it's definitely the locals hangout and really a great place for weekends. And get your tubes or bring your tubes along with you, whatever you want to do. It's all available. So we're coming into the campground, and there are several campgrounds that are just backed up one against the other. And this particular one is River Road Camp Entrance that we're coming back into. But Mountain Breeze Camp is just 2.2 miles away. There's your tube rentals. And here's the hut to get back in. And that's easy. We already have our Pink Day Pass on our window. And we just, since we're not camping here, we just paid $10 a person for that, so that was easy. But that also, it keeps other people from getting in here and taking over your river spot if they keep it where only so many people can come in here by making you pay an entry fee. So if you camp here, obviously you don't have to pay that entry fee, but seeing what we're meeting up with family, we did that, and here we go. Ready to be with family on the Guadalupe.
Hey, so we're here on the Guadalupe River, and we're with my sister and brother-in-law. This is Cynthia and Steve Hadorn, and so we're gonna have smash burgers later on, but we just got out of the river. The water, it was nice and warm
Oh, it was chilly, which is awesome when it's 112 degrees outside.
I was trying to convince my sister, like, oh, just jump in, sis. It's nice and warm. And
He's still up to his old tricks.
yeah, they know me a little better than that. So it is so cold. The water is, but that's the great thing in the middle of August is cold water.
Absolutely.
So we're loving it. So we're here at their campsite. It's called River Camp. Is that it? The right name? Yeah.
River Road Camp.
River Road Camp, and there's
Braunfels.
and there's a lot of campsites just right up and down the river right here, and people are all lined up, and you can get a waterfront spot, which is really nice. And so they're here. They've got a beautiful fifth wheel that they've had for what, a year?
About a year and a half, and the main reason we bought this particular model is we wanted the big picture window in the very back for this very reason, to back it up to the river.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. So anyway, we're having a lot of fun. And I want to show you something that they've got here. I'm going to get a picture of it. They have got this really neat rug. And, you know, I've had some rugs before.
They're dirty at the moment.
But this is kind of a different rug. Steve, what is this?
It's a polypropylene plastic. And you can wash it off with water. It doesn't weigh very much. It's actually very lightweight because we hate adding any more weight to our RV than we have to. And so these cover a pretty good area. The only downfall to them is they're a little bit lightweight, and if there's any breeze at all, they'll try to blow, so you got to put something on the corners of them. But other than that, they're easy to clean. They fold up. They just fold up and fit in a small
You fold
space.
them up or roll them up,
This
or
one
what do you do?
We roll the small one up, and the large one folds up.
Folds up.
So, yeah.
Yeah. This is really cool. They have one as you come out of the camper, and right here, and you bet. And Steve's got his grill up here. This is what he cooked breakfast on this morning. And so they had seen this on the internet. My son-in-law was here, and Steve, what did you guys try to use on cleaning it?
Well, once we got the grill fairly clean, there were still some places where the bacon had actually baked on pretty good. And it came up with the idea of heat the grill up real good and then put an ice cube on top of those places that are very stubborn, and the stuff just washes right off.
Yeah.
Worked really well.
So here's, guys, the proof is in the pudding, and look at that grill, man. It is just shiny and perfect and clean. So evidently it did the job. And there's Linda. She just got out of the water.
Hi guys, y'all got to come here. This is a great spot. We love it.
You bet. This is the Guadalupe River that flows through here, and the great thing about it, I'm sitting here on August 12th, and it is hot in Texas, especially central Texas this time of year. And you jump in the water, and it is so cold. This water is coming off the bottom of a dam, a reservoir upstream from us, and it is great. People come out here and float. There's huge trees. If you can see maybe back over my shoulder back here, there's big trees back there, and people have got ropes swing out over the water. It's not very deep, but right here off the side, maybe 2.5 feet is all. And then as you get further out in the river, I'll get up to maybe chest height in the water, but it's just cold and refreshing on a hot day. And guys, I love that. We're over here visiting my sister. Cynthia and Steve had on right now. They cooked us a big breakfast this morning. It was great. You bet. So I think the plan is now we're going to go back and get some naps like we told you. We're in between campers and RVs right now, so we're anxious to get back out. We're supposed to be camping right next to them, but anyway, didn't work out. So we're going to get some, go get a nap, and we're going to come back for smash burgers tonight. So we'll show you those later. You bet. Oh, it's hot. So we went back to the hotel, and you know, guys, we're just not used to going to a hotel. And we got out of the river. And that was a lot of fun. It was cool.
Oh, it really cooled us off. It was the perfect relief for a hot day. That river is cold, guys.
Okay, so we're going back over to see my sister and brother-in-law, and they're going to cook us smash burgers. We had mentioned that earlier, and we got in the car, and it's 107 degrees outside right now.
I think Winston, the RV dog, is really a bit tired of this, going back and forth.
Yeah.
So he's been lounging and cooling down. So
yeah, well, you know, we just thought, oh, this is gonna be great. We'll sit outside tonight. We'll cook burgers and hang out. You know, I think we're going to be inside the RV with the AC kicked on high.
Probably so.
You know, so I don't know what we were thinking. It's middle of August in Texas. The water, it was cool and beautiful, just like we said today. But,
we had so much fun today.
Oh, we did. But I mean, now we're gonna be going and having dinner, and unless we eat our burgers in the river.
Hey, we're bringing our swimsuits.
You know, and so
we will cool down.
Okay,
we will find a way to cool down
so
that
we eat
river.
Burgers in the river. So anyway, it's just so strange traveling and staying in a hotel and living out of our suitcases.
You've gotten spoiled by the RV world.
I have. I've totally gotten spoiled by
one
the RV
step
world.
closer to like walking into a lot more time in the RV world, because the hotels just, it doesn't feel right for us.
We got to get back. We've got to get this deal done on our new one, and we'll be showing you soon. I'm excited.
Yeah, exciting details ahead. It's coming.
All right, so we're going to head over to see my sister and brother-in-law. We'll see you guys a little bit when we're making smash burgers.
More time on the Guadalupe River.
All right, we're talking about Buc-ee's, so guys, go check the video out. Linda gets inside of a entire Buc-ee's outfit. I mean, head to toe, and puts it on right there in the middle of the store and shakes her Buc-ee tail. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it.
Okay, anything for a laugh. So Steve is doing smash burgers for us out here, and we have not done smash burgers before. Oh wow, that looks really good. Wow. So what did you pack these with, Steve?
What we did was we took the hamburger meat and seasoned it very, very nicely. And after we got it seasoned, we made about a 3-ounce ball of meat. And with that 3-ounce ball of meat, you put right in that butter on top of that grill. And you smash that dude down.
Man, I love butter.
And it cooks so quickly. That's the beauty of it. You can feed a lot of people very quickly. It doesn't take long to cook.
What do you like? What's the heat you like to keep on your grill?
I've got it maxed out.
Okay.
Because the temperature's
you like it on high?
Yes, I like it on high.
Okay.
Just because it just is going to cook very quickly.
So it's a really thin burger.
Very thin. The first piece is thin, and then
way cool.
Of course, you do two of them, so that makes you have about a 6-ounce burger, which is about right.
Yeah. What is the seasoning that you prefer?
Well, I really like a steak seasoning.
Okay.
Maybe fajita steak seasoning.
Oh, yum.
That's what I like.
Okay.
Personally.
I bet that's really flavorful.
It really adds the little bit of punch to it. A little different burger, but. And then over here in these other packs, we have corn on the cob.
Oh, yeah.
It's seasoned with salt, pepper, and some garlic salt.
So how long have you had the corn on the cobs on the grill?
Probably about 10 minutes.
Not very long.
They need to cook a little longer than the burgers.
Yeah.
So we've got them going.
You got quite the setup here, that's for sure.
Once you get those patties kind of somewhat done, you grab your cheese, put the cheese in the patty. Ouch. Yeah, there you go.
Yum.
Put that patty on top of that.
It smells so good out here too.
Ooh. I hope these are as good as they look. I feel like they will be.
So yeah, this whole process went pretty quick.
It really did.
You kind of need to do one at a time, it looks like.
You could probably do more than one at a time, but you know, I think this is going to work out okay.
Awesome. Love it. Can't wait to eat them. Out here at the campsite, going to be enjoying some river life, having some burgers.
Well, what's really so cool about the campground here is there's kind of a cliff, and we're kind of down in a ravine or valley kind of area as the Guadalupe River goes through. And there's a road that winds down through this just off to the side here. And then along this river and some of the cliffs that come down to it, there are these little thin, narrow RV parks. And we're in one of those right now. And so right over here to my right, that's where the road is, and there's vehicles going up and down. And it's not heavily traveled, so it's pretty quiet. And then on my left-hand side, this is where we're looking at the all the RVs and everything backed in, and they face backed in straight to the river and to the water that goes down through here. So it really makes a great setup. And you can see there off in the distance, there's the Guadalupe River with the really cold water. And man, you gotta love I know we keep talking about the cold water, but guys, when it's this hot, 104 degrees in Texas, and you find cold water, you love it. You just love it.